right, so the email here, Kristen's got it, she is really, she's obviously hurt. She finds out that he cheated years and years and years ago, and she's having a tough time getting around this.
Hello, Bert Show. P1 here, who has never emailed before until now. Thanks for making me laugh on my way to work every day. Hope you just enjoyed our shard story. Instead of laughs, I could really use your advice. My husband and I have been together for 10 years and married for 8. He recently confessed to cheating on me during our first year of dating. He swears it only happened once and that he immediately felt guilty about it. I have no clue why he felt compelled to tell me now. I even asked him that question after he told me, and he didn't have a response. He just felt it was the right thing to do. Even though this happened 9 years ago, it still felt like somebody punched me in the gut when he told me. I'm having a really hard time with the whole thing. At the same time, we've had a great marriage, 2 beautiful boys, and I couldn't ask for more in a man. My question is, what the hell do you do when you get news like this? Is it possible to brush it off and move on, or will things get worse from here? I hope there are some people out there that have had experience with this and can give me some advice. Thanks, Wounded Wife.
1-855-BERT-SHOW. Ooh, well, I would start Googling a therapist. That's a tough one to get past right there. It doesn't matter when it happened. If you find out about it, all the emotions and the disloyalty, those are all your feelings right now. Who cares if it happened 10 years ago?
Abby, would you want to know?
Yeah, because I'm a little bit of a control freak, and I think having all the knowledge of what's gone on and the relationship, and also like I'm the type of person that over communicates my feelings, that I really appreciate it when I get it from the other person. However, that doesn't mean it's going to hurt any less. But I think with her situation, for her, I think really the pain comes from like how far did it go? Because it's a big difference if you just had like a blackout makeout in a bar somewhere, or if you like went home with somebody.
You want to know the details?
Yeah, I want to know the details. Because honestly, I would feel a lot better if it was just like a makeout. Like, okay, you got a little too drunk. We were only dating 3 months and you regretted it and never did anything ever again. I could move past that. But if you got more intimate with somebody and it was within the first year of dating, I'm going to need to work through that. So I want that knowledge.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and give a PSA to my husband right now. Hey, Bart, if this happened, I don't want to know. Your burden to bear is taking that to your grave.
Amen to that.
That's going to be your punishment, is having to deal with that guilt.
Yep.
Because I feel like in an instance, because this is like, we're talking 9 years later, it's kind of selfish of him to unload this on her just so he can feel better about himself.
What's the Les Brown saying that I've told you time and time again?
Which one?
It's the one that if you are still feeling guilty about something you did in your past, but you're a different person now, a totally different person now, and you would handle the situation differently, then you're holding an innocent person hostage.
Yep, I agree with that, and I also completely agree with Kristen. I've changed my stance on this in recent years. I used to be the person that always wanted to know. Like, I just want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. I so much so I used to hate that Mario Winan song, I Don't Want to Know. I hated it. You would tell me. But as I've gotten older, it is true what they say. What you don't know won't hurt you. And in a situation like this, I would want to know if it were new. We 10 years in. We've been married all of these years. You keep that to yourself. That is, I believe that is selfish, and he did just want to get that off more for himself. It is not going to help me do anything. You could have kept that one, and I would be doubly mad for the fact that you did it and for you telling me now. I don't think I will be able to get past it.
She wants to be called Elizabeth, and she is on The Voice Disguiser. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning. How are you?
Really good. Now, you have been in this situation before as well?
Similar, yes. I have been with my husband now for 7 years, and when I was pregnant, I found some text messages and things that I should not have found. I don't know if anything piano playing happened, but I will tell you that while it was the most soul-crushing thing that I have ever experienced in my life, we are on the other side of it, and I could not be happier. So I think your listener, if they can do therapy and those types of things that you guys have already suggested, I think she will be just fine. Hopefully, if she thinks that the relationship is okay now and they've had 9 years to kind of work out, I think she will be all right.
All right. Thank you for providing that hope, Elizabeth. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Tia is on The Voice Disguiser. Good morning, Tia. Thanks for being part of the Bert Show.
Hey, I had a similar situation except for the woman found me on Facebook like a year later. And I just, me and my husband's credit card had a good time at Linux. So,
All right, so a little more detail to you. So his mistress hit you up on Facebook, and did you immediately take his credit card and do a little retail therapy, or did he happily hand over that credit card for you to do some retail therapy?
no, I took the credit card and did some retail therapy. The credit card called him like, oh, what's going on at Dillard's? This is a weird purchase, and he approved the purchases. For 11 years now. So.
What is the exchange rate for infidelity? How much did you spend on that card?
It was so long ago, but I know there was like some bags and shoes and designer jeans involved.
Thousands we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to do this later on in the show.
Yes.
I'm sure it's inflated nowadays.
And for the record, no shade to Dillard's. I ain't going to Dillard's.
You got
I'm
that
going to
credit card?
Gucci. I'm going to Versace.
Yep.
I'm going to Prada.
Saks, Hermes.
Which color you want? Both
Yeah.
of them.
Ooh.
Yes.
We get
whole
some
rack.
red bottom shoes.